Hey YouTube, well here's this 2012 Acura TL with 11,000 miles. I have been wanting to do a TL for quite some time because some updates have been done to the TL for the 2012 year, such as the revised front end. So you can make out you no longer have that huge mouse tooth-like grille, which is just a big gray hunk of plastic. Now they made it look like the older Acuras here. Similar to what the TSX has. Take a look in back. Yeah, the back looks overall the same. Not much different, really. So let's do a tour of this one. Oh yeah, for this year, the TL also received a 6-speed automatic. The 2011 still came paired with a 5-speed auto. Still using a regular key here. No push-button start. Looks like the door chime changed too. So yeah, since I'm quite familiar, I can get around it pretty quick. I've always had a liking for the previous generation TL. I was a bit disappointed in the 2009 model with that front end. It was hideous. Maybe it would have been more tolerable if that gray colored grille would have been painted the color of the car. But yeah, for 2012 I now have a true liking for the TL again. So let's just get right down to comfort, and really this is a rather comfortable cruiser. Yeah, the seat is supportive. Lower section, you can see the design of the leather, and the backrest nicely bolstered on the side, so you are hugged into the seat. I feel, yeah, they had the lumbar support on my seat all the way in. Oh, no wonder my ass is heating up in here. That's the last thing I want to know about. Yeah, shoulder room is good as well, very wide. I would have wished for more thigh support. I just don't feel it too supportive over here. It's not bad, but I just would have wished for a little bit more. And I have to have the seat quite back, actually, and so it kind of makes resting my arm here a little bit uncomfortable because I would have wished for the armrest being a bit further back, and this is a rather short door. Interior quality is quite good for the most part. Dashboard nicely padded throughout, even over to the passenger side. Let's go over to the glove box. It is damp as you can make out. This section here has like a rubbery finish. It's not padded, but it has like a rubbery finish to it. I am disappointed finding this trim piece here. You can see how it's quite wide over here, this gap, and then it closes up. Glove box. Same deal. You can see, nice and tight, opens right up. That's not very nice. And you can see over here in the AC vents, well, here are the hazards. Whee! Hazards. You can see over here where the AC vents are. It's nice and tight, and then as you approach the edges, gap. Both sides are like that. I do not like seeing that. Up above you have a display there for the radio, clock, and climate control. And you can also make out the compass right there. In-dash 6 disc over here, XM radio. The climate control is on the sides. As you can see, it is dual zone. Let me turn this on, it is quite warm. And you can make out, and this little dial here, to set up things such as the menu for the radio. You can see how things fluctuate in there as I rotate it. You can see how, you can even see it as I go. Little compartment, little tray in there. This seems to be real wood, I can't make it out. But yeah, you can see these wood accents, and here's the shifter. It really feels good in the hand. It almost feels like you're grabbing the shifter of a manual gearbox. I love that feel. And it's leather wrapped with the exposed stitching, as you can make out. What the hell was that? Oh, okay. For the backup. drag it down to Sport, and you can use the paddle shifters. And this is a 6-speed automatic. Again, paddles were here on the steering wheel. Heated seats for the passenger and driver. You can make out little pockets in there. They're small, but you can still store things. Going back up, here's the e-brake, leather wrapped, exposed stitching, dual cup holders. There's the armrest, nicely padded. Again, more stitching here. Push over here, and you have another little tray. And there's another tab down below. And you have a little bit of storage in there. Aux jack, USB, power outlets. I assume that light will come on. There we go, once you turn on the headlights. The center console is sure-footed, but the lid feels a little bit jiggly. You can see how it goes side to side a little bit. It's not that bad, but yeah, it's a little bit jiggly. Another power outlet up here. Just push over here to open and close it. It retracts by itself. Steering wheel, it is leather wrapped, nicely thick as you grab it over here. I like that. It's very smooth. Paddles, radio controls, hands-free controls. Vehicle information such as MPGs, more other things like so as I push it. Cruise control, again, paddles for the third time. Wipers, intermittent speed. Headlamps, we'll leave them on. Same thing for the fogs. Steering wheel, tilts and telescopes, and it is damped. Stability control, panel dim, right there, those two buttons, up, down. Fit and finish is quite good too. You can see here on the A pillar, nice and tight. Same thing on the passenger side, B pillar and C pillar. Oh shit handles. They are damped. All 4 doors have them. Headliner, very plush, doesn't feel cheap at all. The sun visor with its mirror and vanity light. Feels a little bit flappy. I think it should have been a bit more tighter. Feels a bit loose. Passenger side, same deal, mirror and vanity light. You can see how the sun visor is a little bit flappy. Lighting fixtures, they are LEDs. You can see right there, a little white light. Holder for the sunglasses. Doesn't feel quite large, but it may accept most glasses. And the rearview mirror seems to dim. The HomeLink system, essentially, it's a universal garage door opener. Interior lighting on and off switch, right there for the doors. For the roof, push to tilt. Let me close it. And you can see how it opens. There's a shade. So, moving over to the door panel. Nicely padded on top. The side as well, it's like a glove, very padded, and you can see the exposed stitching. Both front windows, auto up and down. Does not apply for the back windows though, sadly. Memory seating for up to 2 settings, and power mirrors. The trunk, fuel filler. Lower section here feels a bit cheap though, like you'd find in a $15,000 car. Grainy plastic. You can hear it. But it doesn't have a sharp edge, so that's at least a highlight, I guess. And here's the seating adjustments too. The driver's seat, backrest, and lumbar support. So let's open the hood. And the seat was pretty much almost all the way back so that I could be comfortable. And leg room is not going to be the best thing. The seat is very firm, I have to admit. And you have the rear AC vents. Yeah, my leg is just cramming into this backrest. So if there's a driver of my height sitting up front, the passenger sitting behind is not going to be that comfortable. And materials do carry over into the back seat when it comes to the door panel. Nothing changes. Identicals up front, so you can make out. And now the armrest. Dual cup holders, and it is very padded and very sure-footed. trunk access. You can see I pushed it up there. More lighting fixtures. Let's take a look at the trunk. It's enormous, very large, and I love how the hinges are concealed, they're not exposed, so that's quite nice. There's the tools, and the spare tire ought to be below. Yep. There's a trunk light. So yeah, move that out a little bit. Very deep trunk. It is a solid, sleek looking car. And this car does ride on 17-inch wheels. You can see the size right there. Rear disc brakes, obviously. The turn signals also on the mirrors. Let me see, this car may have HIDs. No, these are just projectors. You see the fogs. Huh, something happened here. That's not part of the look. I just noticed. It's very clean. No ugly engine covers or anything. They're proud to show off the craftsmanship. And I really do like how this is still a very conventional car to work on. I mean, you have the tranny dipstick right there. It's not a sealed unit. Oil. It's a very straightforward car that you can maintain right in your own garage. It is the 3.5 liter V6. There is an optional 3.7 liter V6. So I think that would be the more enticing option, actually. I would definitely take that if I were to go for a TL. Engine sounds good though. It's very quiet. Could use a little bit more of an exhaust note, really. So YouTube, that's it for this 2012 Acura TL.